The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
We're talking about, if we had our MySpaces page still going up, but, YouTube, you can go there, Q101's YouTube page. I wonder if Q101 has a MySpace page still up there running. We'll have to check that out. But make sure you go to our YouTube page because you'll see that Shinedown performance here with Brian and Kenzie. It was unbelievable. They're hilarious. They're awesome. And all that stuff, everything we do is a house there. Make sure you follow that. Besides our other social medias, of course. But don't forget about YouTube.
The Q101 Morning Crew. Sports.
Well, obviously, the Blackhawks dominated the conversation yesterday in sports. So in the wake of that, they're at the Red Wings tonight, where the evil Patrick Kane is playing for the Red Wings now. Okay, I can't say that. We love Patrick Kane.
The best guy.
The best guy ever. It's amazing. Changed the course of hockey, not only in Chicago, but in the entire NHL by coming here and what he brought here of the 3 titles during the 2010s. However, he has been signed to the Red Wings now, but he won't be playing tonight most likely.
It's always sad when you see an athlete that was on one team for a long time and then they finish their career like Jordan on the Wizards or Patrick Ewing on the Sonics or Charles Oakley on the Raptors. There are all these weird, it's like, wait, why are they in that jersey? Why is Wade Boggs at Tampa Bay Devil Ray all of a sudden? I don't like any of that.
Wow, well, Wade Boggs reference.
My second one of the morning.
That's terrible. We'll get that in a second, which involves Andre Dawson. Also want to remind you, the Bulls welcome the Bucks to the Madhouse tonight after Tuesday's debacle with the Celtics when they fouled Andre Drummond over and over again to make sure they won by 23 to advance in the in-season tournament. Kenzie, I don't know if you saw this video, but it was Tuesday night's Bulls game and that in-season tournament where they paint the court.
Yes.
So the Bulls are obviously not in that, but they had one more game, a chance to even play for, and they were playing the Celtics, who have a good chance to get into the knockout round.
They're the best team in the league this year.
Yeah. So they had to win by 23 points.
The Celtics did.
The Celtics did to get in this knockout round. They were up 32 near the end of the game. But they just wanted to make sure. So they kept fouling the worst free throw shooter on the Bulls, Andre Drummond, over and over and over again to watch him almost airball free throws.
He is so tall,
He's very tall.
Andre.
Usually tall guys are not good.
I feel like you don't even have to, you just reach it.
Yeah.
What's going on?
It's
just
something
set
weird.
it in there.
They
He's
look
so tall.
They look like right at the rim or something. It's weird about that. Shaq, remember, couldn't hit a free throw. But Billy Donovan, the coach of the Bulls, actually went over in the middle of the game to the Celtics coach, started screaming at him, going, "What are you doing? This is embarrassing. What are you doing in the game?" And he's saying, "Look, we got to make sure we win." So we're up 32, but yeah, we don't want to lose in the last second by a couple points and not get in the knockout round. I actually kind of understand what the Celtics coach was doing, but it looked terrible and embarrassing.
Why? What were they doing? Like hitting him or something? How are they following him?
Every time he got the ball, just boom, foul him. So he got to go to the free throw line and miss his free throws because they knew he wouldn't get the points.
God, he'd feel so targeted. He's like, you just leave me alone, man.
It was kind of funny because Billy Donovan.
Get off my back, bro. You're already winning by 32. I'd be so annoyed.
Well, that's what Billy Donovan was. You're up 32, bro. We're not coming after you with 2 minutes left. Take it easy. We're going to lose. We've won 5 games this year. You're no jeopardy here of a comeback.
It's so interesting where, you think about the apathy that the White Sox fans had this year, but there was still energy behind it. And the Blackhawks are exciting even if they're not the best team. The Bears are the Bears. They're their whole other thing. The Bulls are awful, and they've lost care. No one actually cares. I mean, I watch every Bulls game, and this team is just a special kind of bad.
They finally did this to go, okay, we got to blow up the team. And they even made a statement saying, it's not going to be about the players we get anymore, it's about the picks we get. I've heard too much about picks. We need good players.
Chicago loves picking people.
We love picks.
We love picking people.
Yep, love
It's
it.
our favorite part.
Now, one guy we can pick is Shohei Ohtani. The Cubs, of course, made monster move with the manager earlier this year. And now John Heyman, a big insider of MLB, says the Cubs have a very, very good shot at Ohtani. It could even come next week when the meetings start for free agency, the MLB meetings.
Yeah, because the winter meetings are starting. And I'm stressed out.
Oh, boy.
Because my baby shower's this weekend.
I was gonna say you have a baby shower, but you're worried about Ohtani?
No, because they're gonna ruin my baby shower. If he announces that he's with a different team, and we have a baby shower going, do you understand? My husband's gonna ruin. He's gonna destroy the baby shower.
He's gonna pout.
He's gonna throw the present box. He's gonna destroy the dessert table. I'm like, no, don't do that.
I just pictured him punching a pink bunny, a stuffed bunny. Just going, no, strangling the bunny.
I'm just do not ruin this.
Even I, a White Sox fan, I've been rooting for Ohtani to go to the Cubs, but now I want to see him sign with the Giants because I want to see that happen.
Just for that?
I swear it would be over. He can't control himself with that type of news. He would be devastated.
Yeah. The winter meetings start in Nashville. Is December 3rd a Sunday or a Monday?
That's a Sunday.
Sunday. So it could happen over the
Because you were
weekend.
invited to my baby shower and you're not coming, which is Saturday the 2nd.
I wasn't invited. You invited Megan and my baby.
Yeah.
You said me stay home.
There's no guys.
We were
And
told
I
no
didn't
boys
talk to you
allowed.
like you were a monkey and say, you stay home.
Stay, monkey.
That's not,
You
it's not
stay
what
home.
I said.
Yeah, you stay. You'll get a gift still. It's okay.
Will I?
But maybe your husband will destroy it.
Yeah, hand it to me directly, please.
It'll be amazing. Stay with the Cubs a little bit. Go old school. Andre Dawson sent a letter to the Baseball Hall of Fame. This is just bizarre because Andre Dawson was put in the Hall of Fame in 2010. Great Cub, legend, well-loved, everything. But he got put in the Hall of Fame as a Montreal Expo because the Hall of Fame picks where you were most productive as how you're going to be represented in the Hall of Fame.
Interesting.
This started like 20 years ago. Another Wade Boggs reference from Case. It started with him, right?
Yes, I was explaining to Brian that Wade Boggs went into the Hall of Fame as a Devil Ray and not a Red Sox. I believe it's because the Rays paid him to go into the Hall of Fame as a member of the Rays. And it's one of those things, I don't really care about it, but it really upsets my dad for some reason. I hear about this constantly. So I was aware of this situation. We all have a dad that gets annoyed by a weird thing. My dad's thing is Wade Boggs going into the Hall of Fame as a Ray.
What a bizarre thing to get angry about.
He's lived a good life if that's
My dad
keeping
gets
him up.
really mad if people don't use their blinker. Like, I have to hear about it the whole time to the restaurant if one person didn't use their blinker.
Me and your dad should hang out. I'm the same.
And I'm like, I think it's fine. Like, we're okay.
Yeah, you're not in danger.
Yeah, like I'm a big blinker user because of this, because I know, and I've seen that it can ruin someone's day. So I try, but I'm always like, Dad, like let's just go to dinner. It's my birthday. I want to talk about something else.
Yeah, but we would have got here 5 minutes earlier if that guy didn't use the blinker. I would have known the left turn lane.
Car accident, could have died. It could have been your last birthday.
Would have been horrible.
All right. Well, we made it.
When we leave here, there better be some blinker users.
Oh, God.
That's all I got to say. Yeah.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. Got a special treat involving the Chili Peppers in about 15 seconds. But first, start calling 312-591-8300 for your chance to compete against Kenzie. Clash with Kenzie, trivia contest that will get you into Q101's Twisted Christmas Night 4, the finale night at the Aragon 1 week from tomorrow, as it all starts Tuesday with the Black Keys. Tickets available. Few tickets for all the shows available, actually, at Q101.com. So if you want to secure being there, certainly go to Q101.com and buy them. But some free ones coming up all morning long. And first, it's that one. Night 4, Young the Giant, the Gaslight Anthem. And there's a pre-party involved. It's going to be epic. So 312-591-8300. Call right now. Now, speaking of the Chili Peppers, Case just threw us a mashup, one of our famous mashups here with Brian and Kenzie, but he claims this one will ruin both songs that are in the mashup.
What? No.
You can be the judge, Kenzie.
They're both great songs.
So it's the Chili Peppers and it's Papa Roach. So enjoy. Here's the mashup. Case says you'll never listen to either song again after hearing this mashup.
Cut my life into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I come out bleeding. This is my last resort.
Okay.
I think it's fun.
It's fun. You like it. Here's the thing. I will say this as a person that makes these. I didn't make that one, but as a person that is a master on the editor of making famous world award-winning mashups that I need
None
to get.
have won awards.
There was one award, I think, but
Who?
it's
Like your mom?
my mom gave out an award for a mashup.
You're like,
I
this
did.
is the best one you've done.
Honey, you're doing great. Bless you.
Bless you.
That one is kind of weak because it just took the vocals over and beat matched it. I don't know. You like it? It was fun. You liked it?
I thought it was fun.
Let's get back to the meat of it here and see if it hits you again.
Into pieces. This is my last resort. Suffocation, no breathing. Don't give a fuck if I come out bleeding. This is my last resort.
You like it still?
I think it's fun.
It's fun.
It's a good time.
Like Clash with Kenzie. Call now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
Brian and Kenzie on Q101. White Reaper opening for Lovejoy. Q101's Twisted Christmas and Bridget Calls Me Baby. Great Chicago band. I love these guys. Can't wait to see them live at the Aragon. Probably one of the bigger venues they've ever played. And that's what we love about Twisted is, giving these Chicago bands. I mean, you got Local H on there as well and Sincere Engineer, all different nights. But these Chicago bands that are, really doing it and give them that platform of Twisted and the Aragon and, the headliners are there and you go there to see these great Chicago people. And for me, like Bridget calls me baby and Sincere Engineer. Obviously, Local H has been around forever. But those two bands I've been more diving into because they're on Twisted.
Right, it's brought it more on your radar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just like start going into it more, and it's just like you. I mean, people think we probably just sit and listen to music all day long, but you got a baby, got a wife, got things going on, daycare, bills to pay.
I actually don't listen to a lot of music, to be honest.
Is that right?
I don't.
Yeah. Because we're here for 4 hours, so you hear music here.
On the way home, sometimes I just want to sit there in silence.
Are you one of those psychopaths in your car in silence?
Sometimes on the way home, I am, because I'm like, that's just, because I have a long commute.
Yeah. From here to Elgin, Kenzie drives too.
And you talk the whole time we're here. And
I
so
do?
yes. And so sometimes I'm like, let me just, I just want to be nice and quiet.
So I'm on the show. I have to talk,
The whole time.
Oh, it's a good thing that, I'm sitting here hearing, your voice. I just want to hear more of it. Isn't that interesting? I text you later on in the day. I text you all day long wanting to hear more.
You text me.
I say, hey, Kenzie, what are you doing?
Sometimes I can't even scroll up. I have 15 texts in the group chat. I'm like, well, I'm too late.
You missed all the jokes?
I'm like, never mind.
All right. Oh, you know what? We said we're going to give out some more tickets. Let's do that.
God bless the baby.
312-591-8300. Call now. Caller 10 also gets a pair of tickets for night 4, the Gaslight Anthem and Young the Giant. So you can join Kylie, who was an angel a minute ago.
Oh, my God. Nicest person ever.
Does seem like somebody that just, you see these people and you want them in your life in a way, those angels, because sometimes you're around just a bunch of people that are not.
You're saying you want Kylie in your life?
Yeah, it'd be nice to have her as a friend. Like, oh, Kylie, invite her over to the Super Bowl party because she's an angel. And she'll
You better be careful.
What?
Well, it's just like
Not that kind of friend.
I want her in my life. I want her to be a friend. I want to invite her over. Megan's going to kill you.
We'll see what happens like at home. Kylie, come over to the Super Bowl party we'll have this year. It'll be great. Some nachos, some cheesesteaks,
Oh, my God.
some pulled pork.
Megan's like, I am not trying to be a sister wife.
Speaking of people that are not angels, a new study said that 40% of Chicagoans cheat. 40%. I actually thought that number was low. I thought it was over 50.
I would have guessed at least half.
Yeah, because you talk to people in relationships that ended poorly, and
Me.
a lot of times.
Brian talks to me.
Kenzie's got a lot of stories. He hasn't even told half of them on the air yet.
Not great. Not great experiences.
When you actually, I believe, first meeting you, didn't you mention once that every relationship you had before your marriage, someone cheated?
Yes.
That is unreal. Everyone.
That's how every single relationship ended that I'd ever had.
Everyone.
Besides my marriage. And before the universe is like, well, guess what, biatch? Okay, I knock on everything. As far as I know, my husband hasn't, and I will handle accordingly if I ever did. But I don't know about it. Please don't come at me.
Something happens, we'll look for Kenzie's husband in the pond.
I'll let you know. I'll be batting 0.
That makes me sad, and it also is incredible that many people cheat out there on their significant others.
It's just so common.
I guess, but it said 40% in Chicago cheat. The other weird stat on this is 1 in 4 stay together even after the cheating.
That doesn't surprise me. I think it depends, and it's going to sound awful, but I think people in long-term marriages who, you go through lulls, right? And trust me, it doesn't make it okay. You're talking to the queen of leaving people after they cheat. So trust me.
You are the queen.
Yes, of getting cheated on. And I think that sometimes people know that there's a lull in their marriage where maybe they also didn't feel a spark either. So depending on how you find out is a big part of it too.
Like if they're coming home and they're in bed?
No, but if you catch someone cheating,
yeah,
they were going to keep doing it until, do you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Now, if someone comes to you, I got really drunk, I feel awful about that, they're showing remorse for their actions. That's not who they want to be. And which has never happened to me, by the way.
No one's ever showed remorse?
No one's ever been like, oh my God, I feel so guilty I did this. They were just like,
hey, Kenzie, I cheated on you and I feel pretty good about it.
I love that. I love when I get cheated on and then I call them out and they're like, I can't believe you went through my personal things. I go, oh, for real?
So,
this is a you thing now?
Because I opened your Facebook page,
Yeah.
I'm the problem now?
I'm like, oh God.
Well, cheaters definitely do make an excuse of some sort to turn themselves into the victim somehow. They kind of, that's
Yes.
because they're, listen, cheating, I'm not saying you know, the people out there, I'm sure there's people listening that have cheated, you know, okay? Whatever situation was, the marriage fell apart, the love stopped, boyfriend, girlfriend, you know, he or she is crazy. I needed an outlet. I needed someone to listen to, whatever the reason is. But some people are sociopath cheaters like you're talking about that just, they make themselves the victim. They would have kept doing it. It wasn't an accident getting drunk.
If you approach your significant other and you kind of hit them with something like, I think this happened on Saturday, or I think you've talked to this girl or guy or whatever situation, if that happens and they go, wow, they cheated on you.
That's the key.
I just want you to know that.
Wow.
Because they're sitting there trying to find a way.
They're processing.
They're like, wow. Like, they're so disappointed in you. They cheated.
They're processing the whole thing of, how can I get out of this? How can I spin this? I would just love to talk to the person, and maybe one of our crew members at 312-591-8300. Maybe there's more. We already got our winner for the Twisted ticket, so the lines are open now. That got cheated on but stayed. Because I don't think I could do that, and it sounds like you couldn't do it either. I'm not sure about Case, the producer, if he could do that. I mean, he's got a beautiful
It's hard
girlfriend.
when you're in that situation. Like, listen, I get it. You have a lot of kids. And I do think it depends on how the person approaches it. I think if somebody came to you and they're like, I did this once, I feel awful about it, I can't even like look at you because I feel sick to myself. That shows somebody who doesn't want to do that. Right?
But could you get through that then?
I don't know.
Could you get to the other side of that?
You know what it is? I actually think I could forgive somebody for it, but I think it would ruin our relationship because anytime they did anything, I don't think I could forget. That's the problem.
Yeah,
I could forgive and not forget.
You go to bed at night, you're alone in bed or whatever, and you look at the ceiling and you think about it.
I think anytime they did anything like, oh, I'm doing this with my friends, or I'm doing that, or you're at the grocery store longer than you said, I'm gonna be like, where? I'm pulling up, but like, it just wouldn't be good.
They don't bring a deer home.
They don't bring a deer home. They say they're going deer hunting and they come home without a deer?
Yeah.
Okay, bet. Where is she?
If you listen to yesterday's show, you remember that conversation about deer hunting, and if you don't come home with a deer, they cheated. That's a fact.
Like, it would ruin everything. That would be the problem.
But I want to understand. I want to grow. I think I can evolve. And I'm not saying that, hey, if Megan cheated, I could stay with her. And same with me. I think if I cheated, she would not be staying with me. That's what I think. You know what I mean?
Well, she already lowered her standards.
Oh, quite a bit, clearly.
So then what? She's also going to hang out through that? I don't think so.
Jimmy's checking in. Oh, hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, man? So have you? So 40% of Chicagoans cheat. 1 in 4 stay together through the cheating. Somehow they survive it. Are you one of those people?
Well, I would say I've been cheated on by somebody that I love dearly, my first love and whatnot, but I thought no matter what, we would make the relationship work. Obviously, I was wrong, and I learned that over time, but when you love someone, you love someone, and if you love them, you think that you can get through that thick or thin moment, even if it's a lapse in judgment.
So you stayed with them, but then it happened again, and then you broke up finally. Is that what you're saying?
No, not at all. She ended up breaking up with me because we just had different views on things. But
Whoa.
You took her back after cheating and she broke up with you?
yes,
Get her. Sick of her.
we're still good friends.
You
We're still
are?
good friends.
Jimmy,
We
you're a good
started
guy.
off as friends, and it's all good. Like,
Jimmy.
she took care of my dogs, and it's all good.
Wow.
She took care of the dogs.
Well, you can buy dog food too. I mean, you don't need her to do that.
Whoa. I buy all the dog food. I got my dogs back. So
Oh, good.
that's just a small blippet of the story.
Uh-huh.
You're not getting the whole thing here.
Uh-huh.
I'm just giving you the whole, I think that true love conquers all. You got that. But, hey, as a pansexual person, you fall in love with everybody you meet. Sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Life goes on.
Well, listen,
you learn.
you are.
Live and you laugh. That stupid phrase that's on everything at Bed Bath & Body Works.
It's on Home Goods, I was going to say, yeah. Live, laugh,
I
love.
would have said Hobby Lobby.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, so we got one, Jimmy. And wow, I could not be Jimmy. I could not do that.
Jimmy's got a really good heart.
Yeah, he does. But listen, let's find more. 312-591-8300. 40% of Chicagoans cheat. 1 in 4 stay together. I want to hear from the people that stayed together after cheating, because Jimmy inspired me a little bit of the love in that situation. Call in right now.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101. Q101.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.
All right, 7:52 coming up in about 8 minutes is your next chance, I should say, at Black Keys tickets for Q101's Twisted Christmas Night 1, which is Tuesday at the Aragon. And you will get a first listen. They will play unreleased music no one's heard. You'll hear it. 8 o'clock, Brian and Kenzie here on Q101. Just stay here. We just mentioned the stat that said that 40% of Chicagoans cheat, but 1 in 4 survive the cheating and keep the relationship going. Both the cheating number sounds low, 40% to me, and the 1 in 4 sounds high.
Really?
But then again, we're finding out a lot of our listeners, it's like Mandy we're checking with here from McHenry, said she's glad we're talking about this because she did it and she felt like she was the only one and alone and maybe, like, oh, I'm the only person that's ever done this. But it's not true, Mandy. And she's checking in right now. Ahoy, Mandy. What's up?
Hi. Yeah, thanks so much for covering the topic because it's something that I definitely struggle with on a daily basis. It's something that I think you go through and it's just kind of hush-hush. People don't really want to talk about it because they're ashamed.
Right.
But it is something very difficult to deal with.
I mean, Kenzie just openly talked about that every relationship she had before her husband here, she got cheated on. Every one, and no remorse. They just went, wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I've been with my significant other for 14 years. We have 4 kids. We have a house, 2 dogs, the whole, American dream thing.
Right.
So, I'm not sure. A lot of times I blame myself. And it's tough to kind of go through that. I mean, we did couples counseling. I did therapy on my own because it just, you take a ding to your self-confidence. And it takes a lot of building up yourself to be able to get through it.
Yeah, that's terrible to blame yourself.
Now, did you have, was it so early in your relationship you didn't have all the kids in the house and all that stuff? Or did you already have all that and then that's why you were like, okay, let's stay focused and try to get through this?
Well, we met really young.
Okay.
I was 21 and he was 22. And I actually already had a daughter from a previous relationship. So I was, young mom.
Yeah.
He was in a band, this and that,
Oh, those band guys, man.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, everybody wants a band guy, but ew. And Kenzie can talk about the athletes. You don't
got to say it like that.
Oh, did I say that? No, okay, whatever.
Yeah, so, he made a mistake. But, I mean, after that, in the beginning of the relationship, he fully committed to me. And my daughter, he moved in with us. Just great. We had our little family, and then we had kids together.
Wow.
So we have 3 kids of our own together.
Wow.
And it was just, after we had our last child, I want to say things got a little bit harder for our relationship. I did go through severe postpartum depression with my last. And, I'm not sure if that did take a toll on the relationship. There's just a lot of factors, and unfortunately, life happens, especially when you have kids.
Yes, it's not your fault, by the way. Please don't ever think that. Just because those things were going on in your life, it doesn't make it your fault. Also, last question for you. Was he a bass player?
No, he was a lead singer, metal band.
Oh, well, that's, you know what I mean? It's kind of written in the stars, isn't it? They're a pain in the ass.
What was the metal band called?
Loss of Senses. Yeah, it was
Loss
a local band.
of Senses.
Yeah.
Well, girl, let me tell you something. I'm sorry that you felt alone or that, and it still can be a lonely feeling because you can look back and it sucks, But you're not alone. You're actually 1 in 4. You're super
right. And all I can say to everyone is, if you feel that's what you want to do, just follow your heart and really just fight through it, because a lot of times I feel like people just give up. And that's why it's so common, and that's why divorce is so common as well. I mean, if the person really means something to you, I'm not saying it's okay to do that to anyone. Not at all.
No, it's
everyone should really think about that before they cause that type of damage.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting because you can feel alone in a lot of ways, but then you go out and meet people and you're like, oh, we're actually all going through this. Because I have felt alone a lot in the journey of being a quote unquote step parent. So I've been we have custody though. So I've been raising my son Tristan since he was 4, right? And so often I feel like there's such judgy questions and such judgy statements. Like people will say to me like, "Oh, well, after you give birth, like you'll be a real mom." Like people will say that to me, and I'm
God.
like, I've actually given my entire life since I met him to being one and taking care of him, packing every lunch and every Valentine's Day box and every Halloween. Like that is my life, and I am one. And I felt really, and like people do feel superior to you when they have all of their kids with their one partner. People absolutely feel superior to you. I could tell based off the questions and the way they say stuff like, oh, so like what's going on here? Like we haven't dealt with it. I could never deal with that. That has to be so... And they do like almost look down on you in a way. So I know what she's saying about you feel alone because some people are like, oh, yours had a faux pas. And I'm like, honey bunny, statistically, just wait, because 50% of marriages end in divorce. So all y'all in this little happy neighborhood are going to probably end up in a similar situation at one point in your life. So while you're condemning people who are doing a great job accepting life and accepting people and what's going on, it's a really good chance it's going to happen to you. So buckle up.
Good job, Kenzie.
I get it because I totally get that people are looking down on you and like you don't know what it's like to be a real parent. I'm like, actually, you don't know what it's like to sacrifice your whole life for a kid that you didn't even birth.
Exactly. I would say, when you chose that.
Yeah.
That's a bigger thing. That's a way bigger deal. Listen,
pipe it down.
Pipe down.
I feel it for my girl. I know what she's going through.
Your girl Mandy there. Well,
Yes.
I'm glad you called up. 312-591-8300. About 3 minutes away still from those Black Keys tickets for Q101 Twisted Christmas. I want to take Sadie because she's been holding on forever. Checking in from Indiana, who stayed with her man who cheated on her when she was pregnant. Sadie, ahoy. Welcome in.
Hello.
Oh, hello. So we're talking about the stat in Chicago. 40% people cheat. 1 in 4 stay together through the cheating. And it sounds like you did that.
Yes, absolutely.
Wow. Now explain that process.
So I think when it comes down to cheating, I know if it happened with because I've been cheated on before, if it happened with somebody else, I definitely would have left. We got together kind of young, but there was an understanding of who he was, what he went through, kind of thing. So when it happened a lot, but he came clean about it. At a pivotal moment, we lost our daughter actually after I gave birth, and at that point, everything kind of came out in the open.
I'm so sorry, Sadie.
Sorry.
So that's how all that went down. I think we almost bonded, maybe trauma bonded on it.
Trauma bonded, right. And you guys are in a good place now?
Yeah, we bought a house last year, and we still have my son and my daughter.
Wow.
Well, I'm happy for you. I'm happy you guys got through that, but I am really sorry for your loss also.
Yeah, I can't imagine. People probably say, sorry, but it doesn't mean, in your head.
Right.
What words can someone say?
It is.
What words can someone
it's
say?
Weird.
But you know what? It sounds like you're a real strong woman, and
Seriously.
stronger than anybody. And you got through that.
I think you have to know your partner well enough. You have to look at the big picture and not the small picture of things.
Yeah.
Because someone can make a mistake, but how many times have you made a mistake and you sat there and lied instead of came clean about it? It's just one of those things that you really have to look at the big picture of it and really get down to the sole reason before you start pointing fingers and getting mad.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a good outlook. It's a grown-up, mature outlook, I will also say.
Yeah, Sadie.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. Listen, that's tough to say on the air, so we appreciate you checking in. And that's why I love our listeners, because we all are family here, and we can talk about stuff. We meet new ones like you and tell a story like that, which I can't imagine telling on the radio. You know what I mean? I can't imagine.
A little therapy session.
I know.
Aw.
Well, thank you so much, Sadie.
All right, thank you.
All right, take care. Love you. Wow, I learned a lot today on that. And I was just curious. I wanted to hear from people that have had the cheating thing happen and been through it, because I can't imagine. I think you said the same thing, Kenzie. I don't know about Case, the producer there, on what he could do. I mean, he's been with this girl for a year now, a little over a year. Think you could survive if she cheated on you? Think that?
Yeah, what am I going to do? Go date again? I don't want to do that.
Oh, you're making it sound from like a lack of effort.
No,
I'm
it's
not
just
going to
like,
put it effort
like
somewhere else.
Brian, you knew me when I was single. I don't want to do that again.
Oh, God, Kenzie.
Wait. My question is, how many men would she have to sleep with before you said, hey? Hey! I may start dating again.
The Q101 Morning Crew.
On Q101.